Hello students, I am Ashish De. In my earlier video, I have discussed about the impasse invariant method by taking an example. Now, uh, in this video, I will discuss about bilinear transformation method of designing digital filter or designing IIR filter, that is infinite impulse response filter. Okay, so there are some steps in this method. So bilinear transformation method, bilinear transformation method. So steps to design IIR filter using bilinear transformation method. First step is you have to pre-warp the analog frequency by using this formula. So you have to pre-warp the frequency from omega, small omega to capital omega. Capital omega is in continuous time domain, frequency in continuous time domain. So that will be 2 by capital T into 10 small omega, that is the frequency in digital discrete time domain. Okay, so using analog frequencies, now using analog frequencies you have to find out so find hs. Analog frequencies you have to find out hs. After that you have to find out, in the next step you have to find out the sampling rate, that is capital T. After that substitute s equal to 2 by capital T into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse in the transfer function hs. Substitute s equal to this in hs. Okay, so these are the 4 steps. By using these 4 steps you will get hz. Okay, let us take an example. Let us take the same example where hs is given by hs is equal to 2 by s plus 1 into s plus 2, and sampling rate capital T is given by 1 second, right? So in this method, so using bilinear transformation method, using bilinear transformation method, we can directly obtain hz from this hs equal to 2 by s plus 1 into s plus 2. So just substitute s equal to 2 by t into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse, so we can get hz. So hz will be equal to, by substituting s equal to 2 by t into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse. Okay, so here capital T equal to 1, so we have to substitute s equal to 2 into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse. Okay, just put it. So 2 by, here will be 2 into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse plus 1. Here will be 2 into 1 minus z inverse by 1 plus z inverse plus 2, this thing. Okay, now after simplifying this we can obtain that 2 into 1 plus z inverse whole square. Here will be 2 into 1 minus z inverse plus 1 plus z inverse. Here is also 2 into 1 minus z inverse plus 2 into 1 plus z inverse. Z inverse. Okay, so here will be 2 into 1 plus z inverse whole square divided by, this will be equal to 2 minus 2 z inverse, so 3 minus z inverse into, and this value will be equal to 4, right? So please cancel out. So here will be 0.166 into 1 plus z inverse whole square by 1 minus 0.33 z inverse. So this is the final result. This is the transfer function of, newly designed or digital filter or digital IIR filter. Okay, so what we learn from this video? In this video we are just know the steps to design digital IIR filter using bilinear transformation method. In this method, at first we have to find out the value of omega or capital omega using pre-warping method. So in pre-warping method we just find out using this formula, capital omega equal to 2 by t, that is sampling rate, into tan omega by 2. Now find HS in the conventional method for Butterworth filter or Chebyshev filter. Then find out the sampling rate, substitute S equal to this into HS. So that are the steps, and take an example. We take an example where HS equal to 2 by S plus 1 into S plus 2 and T is given as 1 second. By using this bilinear transformation method, we obtain HS equal to Hz equal to this by substituting simply S equal to 2 by T into this. Okay, so this is the bilinear transformation method. Okay, now when designing a digital filter using bilinear transformation method, there is a serious problem, that is warping effect. Warping effect. What is that warping effect? Warping effect, when we design digital filter using bilinear transformation method, the first step is pre-warping the frequency. From digital frequency we convert the frequency from digital domain to analog domain. Okay, so using this formula, capital omega equal to 2 by t tan small omega by 2. Now for small values of omega, small values of this small omega, we just get capital omega will be nearly equal to 2 by t into small omega by 2, because for small values of omega, tan omega by 2 is nearly equal to omega by 2. So in this case we obtain small omega by t. So from here we can write that small omega equal to capital omega into t. So for low frequencies, the relationship between capital omega and small omega are linear. As a result, the digital filter have the same amplitude response as the analog filter. For high frequencies, however, the relationship between small omega and capital omega becomes nonlinear because they are having tangent term. Okay, so the distortion is introduced in the frequency scale of the digital filter to that of the analog filter. This is known as warping effect. Okay, now the influence of the warping effect on the amplitude response is bigger. So the derived digital filter will have same number of pass bands, but the center frequencies and bandwidth of higher frequency passband will tend to reduce disproportionately. So warping effect is very much vital, and this is an important topic. You have to remember this thing, warping effect. You just make a short note on warping effect. Now this warping effect can be eliminated by pre-warping the analog filter. This can be done using this formula, omega, capital omega equal to 2 by t tan small omega by 2. Okay, so if we pre-warping the frequencies when designing bilinear transformation method, when designing IIR filter using bilinear transformation method, then this warping effect will be nullified. Okay, so this thing has to be remembered. So by considering this thing, we are just taking in the first step in the method of pre-warping. Okay.